Hi, everyone. My name is Rihanna Armelino, and I'm the managing director here at the Greenhouse Ensemble. I'd like to welcome you to the first installment of our quarantine soiree. Every Thursday evening, we'll be live streaming a different play from one of our past 10-minute play soirees. Since we can't invite you to the theater, we wanted to bring the theater to you. And as we all face an unknown future for theater as we know it, we'd like to ask you to please help us support our artists with a donation of any amount if you're able to. We'll be splitting the proceeds between everyone involved. So if you can make a tax-deductible donation to our Fractured Atlas page, or you can just send us a Venmo contribution at Greenhouse Ensemble. Tonight's performance of Fixing Bob, written by David MacGregor, is really an international affair. Our director, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, I've been practicing. Our director, Angela Constantinidou, she's in Greece. Ingrid Wheatley is in Mexico. Shay Wisniewski is in New York. And our director of photography, Bronwen Sharp, is in Canada. And Hazen and I are here in Michigan, so we're really all over the place. There's two more people that I'm going to let into our Zoom right now before we start. And as soon as they're in, and we'll make sure that they're muted, then we can get started. Great. All right, now, and without any further ado, I'd like to bring you Fixing Bob.
It is so nice of you to make this dinner for Bob.
Well, it is a lot of work, but it is his birthday. I am so grateful that you can help me out today.
What are best friends for? Okay, you take care of everything else, but leave the baking to me. So, did you get him any kind of present?
Not yet.
No? Well, what are you thinking?
Well, he wanted these newfangled golf balls, or this high-tech putter that he heard about, but seriously, how much golf equipment can one man have?
Okay. So, any decision?
Have you ever thought about castrating a man?
Sure. What woman hasn't? Tanya? Are you thinking about castrating any man in particular?
Bob?
As a birthday present?
Uh-huh.
Any particular reason?
Well, I've been thinking. We've had 3 children already, so we're pretty much done in that department, so why not?
Have you thought about a vasectomy?
Yeah, it just feels very impersonal to send them by himself to the clinic or whatnot. Plus, it's selective surgery, so I'm not sure it's covered by our insurance.
Good point.
Hey, do you think this is enough celery?
Yeah, that should do. So, are you thinking about castrating him in any particular way?
I haven't really thought about it, but you say you have. What would you do?
Oh, well, for me, it would be a heat of the moment type situation, you know? Whatever's most convenient. Scissors, teeth.
Oh, right.
What are you thinking?
Oh, well, what are those things called? Garden shears?
Oh, yeah, the big choppy things that you use to trim the hedges.
Yes, those things.
That would definitely do the job.
That's what I thought. Just one clip and you're done. Neat as you please.
Have you mentioned this to Bob at all?
Oh, no. Bob likes surprises for his birthday. Plus, I'm a little bit worried that he might get a bit upset about it.
So you don't plan on telling him?
Well, you know what they say. It's easier and simpler to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission, right?
That is so true. Didn't Jesus say that?
I don't know, he might have. He was either him or Carrot Top.
Golden raisins.
Mhm.
Where are my golden raisins? Oh, here they are. If you don't mind me asking, how do you plan on doing the deed? If Bob's not on board, it might be kind of a problem.
Oh, it's very uncomplicated. I'll simply put a couple of beers in him, and then I'll tell him I'm going to do something kinky.
Done and done.
Yeah, you got it. It's as if every time I say the word kinky, his brain starts to dissolve. So I will undress him, and then I will tie him to the bed.
Red Eagle?
Oh, yeah. And then we have this plastic tarp that we put for the leaves out in the fall, so I'm going to put that under him.
That's good thinking. You don't want a mess.
The thing is, I don't really know how vascular scrotums are. Wait, do you think there's going to be a lot of bleeding?
I'm not sure. You should Google it.
Oh, I will. I will.
So you just be doing the scrotum and testicles?
Oh, wait, you think I should do the whole thing?
No, not necessarily. I was just asking.
Well, doing the whole thing is referred to as emasculation. Castration only refers to the scrotum and testicles.
I did not know that. Nice to know that there's a distinction.
Well, I've been doing a little research. Did you know that castration used to be incredibly popular?
Is that right? Like ABBA?
Oh, even more popular than ABBA. Way more popular than that. Did you know that warriors actually used to do it after battle? Because it was a way more handy way of proving how many enemies they had killed instead of having to drag the bodies all the way back to camp. And then the Catholic Church, they would castrate young boys because they wouldn't allow women to sing in their choirs. So the young boys could hit the high notes. They could have singers that could hit the high notes. They were called castratis or castratos or something like that.
Now that, I respect that. Those are some people that took their choirs seriously. None of this drum machine and electric guitar nonsense we have in church these days.
Yeah, I know, right?
But can I play devil's advocate here a little bit? It's not like you've defeated Bob in battle, and you'd be castrating him way too late in life to give him a good singing voice.
Oh, I know that, but there's a ton of benefits to castrating a man.
Such as?
Well, 2 different studies show that eunuchs live an average 14 more years than regular men.
No kidding.
Also, it helps prevent male pattern baldness.
Bonus.
And Bob wouldn't have to worry about testicular cancer.
No, he definitely would not.
Plus, let's face it, we all know that middle-aged men might wind up doing some hanky-panky on the side just to prove something to themselves or whatnot. So I figured castration might reduce the urge.
You really thought this through.
Oh, well, you know how I don't like last-minute gifts, giving them or receiving them. And I didn't really want to make a snap last-minute decision. You know, I understand that this is a very big step for Bob.
But you'd be doing it for his own good. I mean, that's why we do it to animals, right? It's for their own good.
Right. You and I see it that way.
Honey, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm just worried that Bob might take it the wrong way.
Oh, well, he might be a little upset at first, sure. But you give him some time to think about it, and I bet he winds up thanking you. Jeez, he gets to live another 14 years with a full head of hair. Like the best birthday present ever.
I really hope he sees it that way.
It's a wonderful gesture of thoughtfulness and affection for the man that you love. In fact, you know what you should do if you're worried about his reaction?
What?
him the golf balls too. You know, kind of like a trade-in deal. I bet that would put a smile on his face.
That is funny. Hey, maybe I should personalize the ball like Bob's balls.
I love it. Okay, now back to practical matters. What do you plan on doing with the testicles when you're done?
That is a very good question. I didn't really think about that. It just seems a little insensitive to throw them out, isn't it? I mean, they're his after all.
Well, why not keep them?
I like that. I mean, we did get 3 children out of them, but I wouldn't really know where to put them. There is already so much clutter as it is in here.
Not like they take up that much room. I mean, maybe you could get them framed or mounted or something.
You mean set them up as a decoration?
Why not? Like you said, warriors used to gather them after battle. And what are you but an Amazon warrior of the domestic battlefield?
I don't know. I think it might be a little bit awkward to have them out there in the open. I mean, what would Bob tell his golf buddies when they came over?
Well, how about the walk-in closet in your bedroom?
Huh. That is a
Yeah.
thought.
That way, every morning when you're getting dressed, there they are. Kind of like a souvenir.
I think I'd like that.
I'm telling you, Tony, you're onto something.
I am?
You're on Twitter, right?
Oh yeah, I love Twitter. I'm more of a follower than a tweeter though, but I love it.
Okay, well, here's what you need to do. Once you've taken care of the old snippety snip, you need to tweet about it and update your Facebook status. Let the whole world know. This could be the start of something big. And once you get that whole social media ball rolling, this thing could go viral in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah?
Think about everything you just told me. It just makes so much sense. For the physical health of men, for their mental health, and for the good of society. And what did Neil Armstrong say when he landed on the moon? One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. This is the same thing, only different. You're a pioneer, Tanya.
I never thought of it that way.
You're too modest. I bet Charles Darwin didn't think about evolution that way either. And just like Darwin, you're going to have some naysayers. But I'm telling you, Tanya, this will be an inspiration to women everywhere. Jeez, makes me want to get married just so I can castrate a man for his own good.
Well, who says you have to get married?
Oh my God, you're right. Here I am getting bogged down by convention and you just cut right to the chase. You are an inspiration, Tanya. I'm getting on Match.com when I finish this call.
Oh, wait, hold on. The phone is ringing. I'll be right back. Hello? Oh, it's Bob.
Well, answer it.
Hi, honey. Yeah. Well, I'm making you a super delicious birthday dinner. Your gift. Well, I have prepared a very kinky surprise for you. Oh no, hon, you don't have to rush home. Please don't rush home. Yeah. Hey, one more thing. Do you know if we have any of those, garden shears? Yeah, like the ones that we used to cut the hedges with. Oh, we don't. All right. Would you be a darling and pick one up on your way home? Yeah, the Home Depot. Oh, you're the best. All right. Don't get any speeding tickets. And use your turn signals. All right. I love you. Bye.
Bob is such a nice guy.
Isn't he?
And thanks to you, you get to spend an extra 14 years together.
I am so grateful to you, Tanya. You have no idea.
Hey, what are best friends for? You say tomato, I say tomato.
You say castrati and I say castrato.
Tomato, tomato.
Castrati, castrato.
Let's cut the whole thing off.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful, wonderful work. Thank you guys. That was great. If I could ask the artists involved to turn their things back on. I'd like to take just a moment to talk to you all just a little bit about what your experience has been having to move virtually and still making theater. So either one of you, and Angela, it would be great if you wanted to join us also, and then we can just hear from you guys just a little bit, just share with the audience and with all of us, what has it been like having to work virtually like this?
I'll go first. It's been really interesting and frustrating at times, but something that I'm very proud of for our theater community and our artists in the world is that we have learned to adapt so well to the way of the world right now. I mean, we're still making art, which was something that we thought wasn't going to happen for a really long time. So it's been interesting. It's been a journey, and just like we showed you, we're all over the world right now, and that doesn't happen very often. So I think that's pretty darn cool as well.
Yeah, it definitely is. I agree with Shay. It's also been very interesting adapting to in my case, adapting to an environment that is not entirely mine. That has been very interesting. So there are things that I cannot predict and things that happen. And I guess I just have to take them as they go. They come. It's not like I can predict them. So that has been very interesting. It's also been very interesting trying to make it work with all the technological issues, because internet connections might be different in one country from, to the next, depending on the providers and the corruption in every country. So, hey, monopolies. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting. There's also a very different level of intimacy. There is a distancing, but there's also a different level of intimacy in spaces. So I think that's also been very interesting. And I think definitely things can be made. Things can be happened. I mean, if we can play music over Zoom, why not theater? If we can do a dance over Zoom, why not theater? So, yay.
Yeah, from a directing perspective, I would say that it's whatever the actress said, and it's challenging to be able to figure out the ways that you can adapt the text that it's written to be performed on the stage to the Zoom platform, for instance. But it's also like what Ingrid said, it's like you can't cheat in this medium. You have to, every moment counts. So it demands from you to be like there every second and be like very, very, just work on the moment. It demands for you to do that. You can't cheat that. So yeah.
Great. Thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. And thank you everybody for joining us today via Zoom and on Facebook Live. This play will be put on our website tomorrow, so you'll be able to watch it there or share it with your friends if there's someone who wasn't able to make it for the live performance tonight. And we'll see you next week. We'll be doing this every Thursday at 7 p.m. So thanks again for tuning in, and everybody have a great night.